Hi guys, today I'm going to be rating different writing systems from perfection all the way down to horrible. So before we start, please subscribe and yeah, let's start. So let's start with a really bad one. Latin. Now, you may wonder, what's so bad about the Latin alphabet? Well, if you just look in one language, then, it might seem okay. Let's, for example, how about Latin? It looks fine, but if you look at across every language that uses it, it's absolutely terrible. So many languages use it, like English, Afrikaans, Portuguese, Spanish, but there is no agreement about what sound it makes. Now here's one, Polish. So A makes A, and then this one makes, I don't even know what that says. Like so many languages just add diacritics to different letters and then call it a day. Like there's so many Z's, like look at this. Z, 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 Z. So many different types. This is between a Z and a C and a this and a, I don't even know. And this is the Hungarian one is a bit better, but look at this. It doesn't work. You just add in diacritics and there's no agreement. For example, the letter C. In English and Italian makes the K sound. In English and French it makes the S sound. In Italian and Romanian it makes the Ch sound. In Spanish, I'm not really too sure what sound this is. I usually say it's gracias, but I think it's a different sound. Is it gracias? I'm not really too sure. I'm not even too sure if this is even the correct spelling. I hope it is, but yes, that's a different sound. In Polish, it makes the t sound. Also, in other languages, for some of these, also other ones. I don't think Spanish, but yes, you can also make more languages the k sound. In Turkish, it makes the j sound. So, yeah, that's another one. Just look at all of these, but there's more. And in also Italian, the g sound. I don't even think this is all of them, but you can just see it. The C can say k, s, ch. I'm not sure how you say this one. Z, j, g. There is no agreement between any of these languages. Look how many sounds this letter can have. So for that, Latin is going in horrible. For one language it may look okay, but altogether the one writing system is absolutely horrible. What we need for Latin is we need the euro, you know how that's the euro in all these European countries? We need something like that for Latin. It's just a mess, that's what it is. So, yeah, next one we have Cyrillic and Greek. Now, basically these are similar to Latin, but they basically just saw, oh, this is such a mess. Well, not Greek. Greek came before Latin, I think. But, oh, it's just a mess. So, these are basically just versions. It's quite different, but it is much better, these two. Now, for how they look, I think Cyrillic is very square, it's not really too round. But Cyrillic, I think, does the job. Like, it's nothing too special, but it does the job. Greek, I think it looks a bit better. Yeah, it's only used in Greece, but yes, I'll put in good. Good for Greek. Now let's see a good one. Arabic. So, the Arabic alphabet is very beautiful. Like, if you just see all of these, you could see there's something special about this one. I'm putting Arabic in perfection. Well, why, you may ask? Well, in Arabic, there are no diagraphs, so there are no double letters, and for each letter, there's only one sound you can make. And that's good. It is quite different from English. It reads from right to left. I don't think there's too much of a problem. It may, smudge the ink if you try to write while you're right-handed, but I think there's workaround on this. It's very beautiful, just as I said, much better. If you just look at all of these, you can see none of them really come close to this masterpiece. It is quite a dotty language, so we'll need a lot of dots. There are different places. Depending on the place, most letters will look different, and it's very consistent. I think Persian used it. uses it. Turkish used it, but now they switched to the rest of Latin. And I think like Morocco in some places, the first letter can't be without a vowel, but also there aren't any vowels. You just have to do this. You have to put signs up and down. I'm kind of even confused in my own words. Basically, each sound, one letter. There aren't no vowels. There's only 3 vowels actually, but you can just put it up and down. There are something called harakas. You can just put it if you're not quite comfortable with that. But other than that, it's a really great thing. Now I'm just looking here and I saw Urdu. Urdu is even here. Really, I guess this is a difference. It's a bit different from it, maybe? I'm not really too sure, but I guess I'll just put it same in perfection as well. Now for these line languages, where there's just a massive line on top, then just a bunch of squiggles at the bottom. Now, I don't know how I feel about these ones. They look alright, they look a bit complicated, but they're all different. Not really too sure how I do these. I think they look okay. I'm sure they work okay as well. I'm not sure like one letter can be that. I'm sure there's probably some diagraphs. So I think does the job are good. Well, just based on first impressions, I think it does the job, but let's learn about more about these languages or writing systems. So there aren't any diagraphs. Oh my god, there's barely any sounds, is there? Or are these only vowels? I'm not really sure. For Hindi, vowels and vowel diacritics. Okay, these are just vowels. But there are quite a lot. It's very squiggly. Yeah, it's quite a squiggly language. But for what I can see, I think they're more complicated than just dots. If it was like just dots like Arabic, and maybe, So I think yes, I think does the job is where these writing systems should go. Nepali, Punjabi. Okay, there you go. Maybe I should rank one up to good. Which one is good enough? Well, let's just check these squiggles. So Hindi has a lot of squiggles. Nepali is more straight. Now I think, yeah, let's just leave them all and does the job. Now time for Korean. Korean's a very simple writing system. The circles, the very simple shapes, and I think like the sounds that they make is kind of like the sound the face that you make. I think when you try to make them like, this one's ooh. I think so. Korean, it doesn't look the best, but I think it's very simple. It's very nice. So for that, I will have to put it in perfection. What's going on? So Arabic and Urdu was going in masterpiece instead. Now time for Hebrew. Now Hebrew is also quite simple. I think it has very few letters, but I don't really have to feel about this one. It doesn't look as good as maybe like as simple and as cool as Arabic and Korean, but I think it's still pretty good. So for that, it's going in good. Now Chinese. So there's two traditional Chinese and simplified Chinese, and these ones they look okay, but they're very complicated. You have to memorize them, how they are. They don't have anything in common. There's no letter, just writing. There's no letters, and for that it is quite complicated. I'm not really sure if it looks the best. It looks kind of cool, but I'll put it in acceptable. And simplify Chinese I put in bad. Like you have to go all the way. You can't just be simplifying all these letters. Okay, Tibetan. Now this is actually bad. Because I just moved them. I was joking, okay? So Tibetan, yeah, but the diacritics are bad. The sound is very complicated. It's kind of hard to know if it's either silent or not. It's not as bad as Latin, the mess that Latin is. But it's only one language and it really should be better than this, so for that I put in bad. Japanese is basically the alphabet version of traditional Chinese or just Chinese. So I think it's a bit better, but the Japanese is hard, but not really the writing system. It looks alright, I think. So I'll put in good. Now the rest is purely based on looks. I'm sure the rest of the rules are purely consistent, or merely consistent, or I don't know which word I was supposed to use. But all of these ones, I'll just leave down there now. So let's go through these again. So Arabic, I think masterpiece is a good perfection. Yeah, very simple. Now good. Greek. Yes, maybe Japanese go after perfection. I'm not sure. Does the job. These ones also purely based on looks, I think. But I think the line, it does the job. Acceptable, the Chinese ones. And then Tibetan is bad. And horrible is Latin. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe and like the video. Comment if you agree with this. Maybe something wasn't good. Maybe Chinese should be better. Or maybe Tibetan is worse or better. I know Tibetan is quite complicated. So for that, it's actually genuinely complicated. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, please like, and bye.